Hi, Michelle here. You may notice by my outfit that it is Sunday, football day. I wanted to go ahead and take a break from all the action and record a little video. Today, what I thought I would do is I would record six Hoyas that are basically my favorites for the month of November. These are Hoyas that I have kind of singled out as Hoyas that are doing great things for me, Hoyas that I'm going to be keeping my eye on this month, Hoyas that maybe I'm going to be doing some things with this month. So I thought I'd go ahead and show you the plants I have. So if you like today's video, please consider giving it a thumbs up. I'd really appreciate that. If you'd like to see more plant-related material coming from my channel, please consider subscribing. And if you have any questions or comments, please leave them below. I promise I'll get back to you. And now on with the plants. The first plant I have is the crassipetiolata splash. And not only do I have this crassipetiolata splash, but it's also blooming. So I like, the flowers don't smell like anything. Sometimes they do. These don't smell like anything. But this one kind of secretly bloomed on me this time. The reason that I'm considering it one of my favorites for the month of November is this pot is getting a little wild. It's getting, it is on a trellis that I don't know if you can see, but it starts here and it only goes to here. The trellis is only from here to here. So it's only about 6 inches. It needs to go on a larger trellis, maybe about an 8-inch trellis, maybe a little larger. So what I'm going to need to do is I'm actually going to need to unwind all of this. And believe it or not, this is all one strand. This is an original cutting that had 3 leaves on it. No, it had 2 leaves on it. It was a 2-leaf, 1-strand cutting. So all of this originates from a single cutting. So that's going to be a little difficult. It may take me a little bit. I'm probably going to record doing it because it is kind of an interesting little ordeal to film. But as you can see, it's got plenty of wonderful leaves. These are not large leaves. I had some really hot burning lights in the cabinet behind me, and unfortunately this leaf got some burn on it. But the rest of the leaves are doing really good. Like I said, it does have one peduncle that blooms, and it's right there. So the first plant that is one of my favorites for the month of November is the crassipetiolata splash. The second plant that I'm going to talk about this month is one that I don't really see much of talked about, and honestly, I think I need to reroot it. This is a benvergarai. I received this as a free cutting. It actually ended up being that this plant is, one of the nicest additions. So, you get a free cutting along with your plant, and the free cutting ends up being, one of the greatest things about the purchase. But this is, it's kind of funny. It shot off some leaves like this, which were very short, but the normal shape of the leaf is long and thin like this. These are the new leaves up here. Excuse me. It grew next to a wall, so it has some leaves that are unfortunately bent to the side. This grows pretty well. Like I said, I do believe it has some root rot, so it needs to be rerooted. I'm digging down in there, and I'm definitely seeing some root rot issues. So I'm going to set this to the side. But even with the root rot issues, it's still growing surprisingly well. I've had this for about a year now, maybe a little less. So I got it as either 1 leaf or 2 leaves. I think 1 leaf. So it's really grown quite a lot in one year, considering it's probably got some root issues. So the second plant that I really like for the month of November is my benvergarai. The third plant on my list for this month is the suluwesiana. And this is really, really one of my favorites. It's on this wire trellis now, this round trellis. I'm trying this out to see how this will look. I'm not for sure if this is the look I want. This actually was a wet stick. When I got the cutting, it had a leaf right here, but as you can see from the scar, the leaf dropped. So I was really disappointed. I really wanted a suluwesiana. So I said, okay, I'm going to root the wet stick. And sure enough, I rooted the wet stick and it grew and it produced this, it produced this really wonky, wavy leaf. And I thought, okay, let's just keep trying and see what happens. And then it grew this leaf, and then it started growing pairs of leaves. And it grew these 2 leaves right here, and then it grew these 2 leaves right here, which are basically healthy, full-grown leaves. Right now it's working on these new leaves right here, which is a single leaf. I don't dare touch it or it'll fall off. There is also a leaf growth. There's a node right there, and I do believe there's a node right there. But the only other leaf that's growing is right here. But I just love this plant. The long leaves, they're so elegant. Like I said, I don't know if I'm going to wrap it around something like this, if I'm going to wrap it around a round trellis. I'm not for sure what I'm going to do yet. But, right now it's we're working with it. But the new leaf, I just love to death. It's so beautiful. It's so pretty. Can't wait to watch it come in and grow longer. So the third plant that is one of my favorites for the month of November is the suluwesiana. The fourth plant that that's one of my favorites for the month of November is the GPS-7240. And I love this plant. I got this plant for Christmas last year. I got this as 2 small little cuttings. I'll show a picture of what they look like. What I literally did was I planted one side up here and one side up here, and trailed them up and potted them on this trellis like this. They have met in the middle and have overlapped, but they've just been growing around this trellis. It's got some root growth, but not a lot. It's a quiet little plant that doesn't really ask for much, and it produces such nice growth. And the leaves are really cute shaped, and they sun stress pretty easily. Mine got a little bit of super glue on it from when my husband was gluing a magnet. So there's some stuff on some of my leaves that I'm trying to get off. So anyway, I think that this is a great Hoya for anybody to have. It's a unique Hoya. It's kind of an eye catcher. It definitely looks like a grape or, something other than a plant. And I think that it should be in everybody's collections. I'm really glad it's in my collection. I'm glad I got it for a birthday. I can't wait to see what it does. I can't wait to see what these tendrils that I'm going to be trellising. I can't wait to see, hopefully they get a little longer so I can finish wrapping them around again. So that will be really exciting. So the fourth plant of my favorites for November is the GPS-7240. The fifth plant on my list is my snow suey silver. I know that I have featured this plant a few times, and that's because it's not really that common. I don't really hear anybody talk about this, and it's such a interesting plant. Right now, it's sprouted so many new leaves, but this new leaf right here and this new leaf right here came back kind of slightly reverted, which was interesting to see. But then it's got this one and this one right here. And see if I can get these. These two down here at the bottom. And they come in a pure purple. And you cannot tell what the silver is going to be like until they get almost full size. They stay purple. See if I can get this back for you. They stay purple almost the entire time until they are almost fully grown. This one right here is new and is almost fully grown. And you can see, if I get out of the way, you can see that it has a purplish tint to it still. See if I can get it in the light. It's got a purplish tint to it that the other leaves next to it don't have. So I don't really know a lot about this Hoya. It just kind of came on, some people started posting it, and that's pretty much it. I don't really know much about it. I think it's a really great plant. I definitely do want to learn more about it. It's got a couple little roots. They're fine, they're healthy, but not much other root growth. Looks like it's been busy putting growth into its leaves rather than growth into its roots. But I like this plant. It's really beautiful. Everything from the deep dark purple of the new leaves to the dusky purple to when it emerges to the light purple to when it's almost mature to the full silver when it is mature. It runs the gamut. You don't have to sun stress this Hoya to get sun stressed look. So I think that's neat. Plus, it's not an expensive Hoya. It's uncommon, but it's not rare. So I think that if you're looking for a silver Hoya to check all those silver boxes, you might want to look at this one. So the fifth Hoya that is one of my favorites for the month of November is a snow Sui silver. And my sixth and last plant that is my favorite for the month, I don't even know if you could have any doubt what it would be. This is my cagayanensis. I think that this is my favorite plant for the month because of its significant growth since I've had it back in my Mills bow. It has literally all of this right here is brand new. I will put a picture of this right before I put it in the Mills bow. And you can see what it looked like. All of this was pretty much non-existent. So it's really grown a lot. I love it. It's got leaves that have kind of an anthurium-like sheen, a velvety sheen on it. See if I can get the light to bounce off of the leaves. But it's a really beautiful velvety sheen. I do have a couple of unhealthy looking leaves back here. It looks like they're getting squished against the trellis. Doesn't look like they're unhealthy. It just looks like they're getting pinched against the trellis. So I'm going to take those off. See, that one. So all of this was started with a one leaf, one node cutting. I got this as a freebie from someone when I bought another Hoya from her. So I think it's really neat that a freebie cutting actually turned out to be one of my favorites. And I just think that's lovely. It has a peduncle. It has bloomed once before. The peduncle is right down here, right where my thumb is. But I just noticed when I was looking at this for the camera, there is a new peduncle forming right there. I don't know if you can see it or not. I don't see any other peduncles forming right now, but I think everybody should have one of these plants. I think the sheen is nice. They grow easy. They don't require humidity and light. Although I will say that this only started growing really fast when it got humidity and light. So this may not be everybody's cup of tea. I grow in a humid cabinet back here, but if I just left this out and about, it would probably not be as happy with me. So, be that as it may. I'm not getting this growth out in my living room with, 25% humidity. So do that as you may. But the sixth and final plant that is my favorite for the month of November would definitely be the cagayanensis. So those are my plants that are my favorites so far for the month of November. I hope you found these had a little bit of a variety, maybe some that were not hot topic Hoyas or anything like that. Let me know in the comments below, what are some of your favorite Hoyas for the month of November? Let me know what you're looking at. What are you looking to grow or maintain coming up this winter? We're getting towards the end of the season where we can be shipped Hoyas safely. So what are you trying to get in before the end of the year where you can safely get things in? Leave a comment below and let me know and we can talk about it. So that's the end of my video. I really hope you enjoyed it. I hope you enjoyed taking time with me. I really appreciate you taking time to sit with me and watch this video with me. I appreciate your time. And until next time, until I see you again, I hope you have a great day. See you soon. Thanks. Bye.